For the Panamera sedan lineup, two plug-in hybrid variants will be brought to the market in 2026 and will be available for purchase. These variants will be available for purchase. They will be available for purchase in their various variations. The autos in question will be made available for purchase to prospective purchasers. At some point in the future, a selection of these kinds will be made available for consumption. This will take place at a specific period. In spite of the fact that the 4E Hybrid is equipped with an all-wheel drive system that is capable of producing 463 horsepower, the 4SE Hybrid has the option of a system that is capable of producing 536 horsepower. It was decided in the year 2026 to make modifications to the design of the automobile in order to get rid of the hybrid powertrain that had been utilized in the past. The components that were responsible for the assembly of the chassis of the vehicle were also subjected to these modifications, which were carried out furthermore. In the most recent iterations of each of these models, each and every one of these modifications has been included into the design. Electric hybrid automobiles are distinguished from other types of vehicles by a number of characteristics, one of the most noticeable of which is the active suspension system. The fact that they are less harmful to the environment is another characteristic that sets them apart from other products. The automotive business is made up of a diverse assortment of models, each of which is identified by a distinct collection of qualities that are different from the others. It is possible for this technology to react quickly to obstructions or sudden twists, which not only contributes to the maintenance of a level ride profile, but also makes it simpler to sustain a level ride profile that is maintained through the utilization of hydraulic pumps. This technique is able to do this. To phrase it another way, this technology contributes to the maintenance of a ride profile that is neutral from one moment to the next. The fact that the Porsche Panamera sedan, which is anticipated to be delivered in 2026, is a member of the same family tree as the well-known 911 sports vehicle is not something that should come as a surprise to anyone. 2026 is the year that the Panamera is expected to be delivered. Because of the manner that the Panamera is driven, this is something that is extremely clear to everyone who analyzes the Panamera or drives it. However, the fact that the engine is situated in the front of the vehicle and that there are two additional doors does not change or modify the fact that this is the case. The fact that this is the case does not change or modify in any way. Additionally, the front end of the vehicle houses a turbocharged V6 engine that is capable of producing 348 horsepower. This engine is positioned in the front end of the vehicle. This engine is situated in the front end of the vehicle, which is where you will really find it. Further, this engine comes with a few other functionalities that are included in its package. These functionalities are included in the package. The chassis is the component that is responsible for the production of an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. This gearbox enables the power to be transmitted to either the rear wheels or all four wheels. Taking into consideration that the chassis is the source of the power, this is technically viable. Considering that this is the case, it is feasible to disperse the electricity in a manner that is not only more precise, but also more efficient. This is not only something that is doable, but it is also something that is possible. Taking into consideration that the chassis is the engine that is responsible for driving the gearbox when it comes to the vehicle, at the same time as this is taking place, plug-in hybrid automobiles are beginning to become available for purchase. At the same moment, this process is taking place. As a point of comparison, the hybrid powertrain of the 4E Hybrid has the potential to generate 463 horsepower, whilst the hybrid powertrain of the 4SE Hybrid has the possibility of producing 536 horsepower in absolute terms. Every single one of these hybrid options is open for selection by any person or organization that is interested in exploring the possibilities. In addition, we have a look at the Turbo E Hybrid plug-in hybrid model of the automobile, which is a more potent variant of the automobile that is still available for purchase at the present time. At this moment, however, this particular model is not available for purchase. Furthermore, this is in addition to the fact that we have previously examined the point that came before this one. As a result, this is an additional point. Additionally, this is in addition to the fact that this is the case. Even if it is only offered in its most fundamental configuration, there is a possibility that the Porsche Panamera will have a price tag that is much in excess of 6 figures. Despite the fact that it is already accessible to the participants, this is the situation that has arisen. Specifically, this is because there is a significant degree of possibility for customization that is available. This is the reason why this scenario is occurring. It does not affect the fact that it is one of the most expensive luxury sports sedans that are now available on the market. The fact that it is available does not change this reality. The reason for this is that it is available to individuals who are interested in it. In the event that you possess the sort of financial resources that you do, you will be able to travel in a massive automobile that is outfitted with the most cutting-edge technology while you are on your vacation. To put it simply, this will make it possible for you to enjoy the highest possible degree of luxury while you're away on your trip. As a consequence of this turn of events, you will have access to the most luxurious experience that is practically possible. For the convenience of the front passenger, there is an auxiliary display located on the right side of the instrument cluster. A single gauge cluster, a center infotainment cluster, and an additional display for the front passenger are all examples of the types of displays that can be accommodated within the instrument cluster. A wide variety of displays can be accommodated within the instrument cluster, and the examples that have been provided above are just a few samples of the many various kinds of displays that are possible. Each and every one of these displays may be observed on the right side of the instrument cluster, which is situated within the instrument cluster itself. There is a good chance that the price tag for the 2026 Porsche Panamera will fall somewhere in the area of $100,000 to $128,795 or possibly even higher. Depending on the trim level and the additional equipment options chosen, it is reasonable to anticipate this outcome. The possibility of this happening is not completely out of the question. On the other hand, this is something that could potentially happen. This is the second issue to consider. When the possibility of the price tag being changed at some point in the future is taken into consideration, this is the situation that has arisen as a consequence of that consideration. We recommend that you get the base model of the Porsche Panamera that is equipped with rear-wheel drive, and then upgrade to winter tires of a high quality if you do not enjoy driving in the snow. This is because the aforementioned model is equipped with rear-wheel drive. You will be able to take pleasure in driving in the snow if you follow this course of action. You should go with this option because it is the best choice for you. Because of this, you won't have to worry about driving under any circumstances,